The moment the ancient tower cracked open, a cold voice echoed across the galaxy. It wasn't a threat. It was a memory one that should have stayed buried, but the Watchers heard it. And for the first time in a million years, they felt fear. Not from monsters. Not from machines. From humans. Smoke floated through the silver ruins of the forgotten station, the scent of burning metal heavy in the air. Ji-Huan limped through the hallway, his right arm wrapped in bandages made from torn uniform cloth. The old corridor groaned. Under every step, as if the station itself was remembering pain. Next to him, He-Rin held a plasma torch in one hand and a blinking data crystal in the other. Her eyes were calm now, not because she wasn't afraid, but because the fear had burned out long ago. All that remained was focus. "They're watching us again," she whispered. Ji-Huan looked up. Dozens of black orbs floated above them in the cracked ceiling. The Watchers. Ancient machines from a forgotten age, silent, cold, watching everything, recording everything. They didn't interfere. "Until now, we broke the seal," Ji-Huan said. "They're deciding if we're a threat." He-Rin laughed once. "They always do that, and they always regret it." Just behind them, the bodies of the elite Zerati guard lay crumpled and smoking. They were 8 feet tall, red for war, armored like walking tanks, and yet every single one was dead, killed by Ji-Huan and He-Rin, 2 humans. No fancy weapons, just grit, teamwork, and the fire inside that no one ever saw coming. Ji-Huan stopped in front of the ancient chamber door. The map in his hand pulsed. This was the place, the core of the Watchers, the heart of everything. "We destroy it," he said, "and they can never control another species again." He-Rin hesitated. "And if we fail?" He looked at her, eyes clear. "Then we make sure they never forget who humans are." The Watchers weren't gods. They were old, too old. Machines that watched civilizations rise and fall for eons. They never interfered unless a species became dangerous. Then they erased them, quietly, cleanly. No survivors. No stories. When they first saw humans, they watched with curiosity. When humans spread to the stars, they watched with caution. When humans unlocked the old knowledge hidden in forgotten worlds, they got nervous. But when Ji-Huan and He-Rin reawakened, the old tower on Eos Prime, a tower that humans were never meant to enter, the Watchers sent the Zerati, their executioners. The mistake wasn't sending the Zarathi. The mistake was thinking that humans wouldn't fight back. Inside the core chamber, blue lights lit up across the ceiling like stars. The Watchers had no faces, no voices. But now, one of them spoke. Its voice sounded like wind through broken glass. "Human unit, cease advance. You are irrelevant. Your existence will be deleted to preserve balance." Ji-Huan didn't stop. He walked straight into the center of the chamber and dropped the data crystal into the control node. The Watchers paused. The crystal pulsed. "What is this?" they asked. He-Rin smiled. "A gift." The walls began to shake. Code flashed across the control panels. For 1,000,000 years, the Watchers had collected everything: names, faces, emotions, victories, defeats. But they had never faced this. Inside the crystal was the one thing they couldn't understand: human memory. Not data, not numbers, not facts, but the feeling of watching your family die. The heat of running into battle, even when you're outnumbered. The pain of loving something so much you'd burn down the sky for it. They called it irrational. We called it being human. Alarms screamed. The core trembled as ancient systems began to shut down. The Watchers tried to override it, but the data inside the crystal wasn't something they could delete. It infected them with memory, with feeling. And for beings that had lived in silence for millions of years, that was worse than death. G-Juan fell to his knees, coughing blood. The Zerati blade had pierced deeper than he thought. "Go," he said to Hayrin. "I'll stay. You escape." She didn't answer. She just dragged him up. "No more martyrs," she whispered. "We finish this together." The core collapsed behind them, sparks and fire chasing their steps. The watchers screamed through broken combs, their network falling apart one node at a time. In seconds, thousands of surveillance stations across the galaxy went dark. For the first time in galactic history, the watchers weren't watching. They were afraid. 2 days later, aboard a stolen Zerati scout ship, Chi-Huan lay on a bed of makeshift pillows, bandaged head to toe. The medbot beeped quietly beside him. Hayrin sat near the window, staring out at the stars. "They'll come back," he said softly. "Maybe not tomorrow, but one day." "Let them," Hayrin answered. "We'll be ready." He smiled faintly. "We woke up something ancient, and we survived." She looked at him. "We did more than survive. We reminded them." "Reminded them of what?" She turned back to the stars. "That humans are Dengerthi, thought humans were small, fragile, unimportant. They forgot that humanity didn't rise from comfort. We rose from fire, war, hunger, and hope. We were never the biggest, never the strongest. But we always remembered pain. And when pushed to the edge, we fight back, and we don't stop, not until the last light fades. Or until the enemy does."